welcome to episode 3 of my highly appraised series playlist. I actually didn't really get too many chapters summarized on book 2 this week, but I did get some more chapters done. I think I left off on chapter 22, so that's pretty much where I'm at as far as summarizing, going through the chapters in book 2 of my highly appraised series. I'm going to try to get some more chapters summarized, Lord willing, today, and hopefully I can finish the rest of them before the whole day is over. But yeah, it's just been a slow process, especially because some of the chapters are quite long. But the chapters, they do get shorter towards the end of book 2, so that's the good thing. But anyways, that's pretty much what I'm going to be working on, is just summarizing more chapters and just adding in more details about the storyline. I started my page for the actual story arc. I started putting that together in my Notion and just adding in some settings and different things like that for the series. So I guess those are the things that I'm pretty much just going to show little peeks here and there of different things that I've added inside of my series Bible. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be showing for this episode. So this here is the document again for book 2. As you can see, the spacing is a bit off in this document. It definitely will not look like that, Laura will it, in the rewrite of book 2, but the main thing is just me taking notes in this document off of book 2 to help me with the continuation for book 3. I went through the chapters 17 through 21, and I'm currently on chapter 22, and I have 11 more chapters left to summarize. And then I can pull my notes, the rest of my notes, inside of my Notion in the summary of book 2 in there. But that's pretty much what I got done during this week as far as my summary notes. So here I actually started putting the story arc of my highly appraised trilogy series, and this particular series actually has a complex arc, meaning that it has a main plot that is an overarching story arc and threads through all 3 of the books, as well as each one of the books having a sub-story or subplot. So that's pretty much what the complex arc is. I talk about this in one of my other blog posts on the Brainstorm blog as well. I just wrote a little summary here on the side of the diagram, what the actual setup of the series here. And below that I actually have the summary for the main plot here, or the main storyline of the series, and underneath that I just put the sub-storyline here for each of the 3 daughters, I started putting that in as well. But something else that I have added inside of my series Bible during this week. I also added in a couple more settings or locales of the neighborhood of St. Vincent underneath for sublocations. And here I just added in a restaurant, Chinese restaurant called King Kong, that some of the characters in the story goes to. So I just added that in here. The park, Oak Village Park, which is across the street from some apartments in the neighborhood of St. Vincent. The Ray's Food Market that Denise works at for a time, and some other characters. And this is also the food market that the teenage boy Marcus ends up getting a job at, to help him stay out of trouble. So that's the food market, which is just run by an old elderly black man named Raymond. That's why it's called Ray's Food Market. But those are some of the other settings that I added in. I'm going to try to summarize a couple more chapters, and that will end this 3rd episode.
Hello again. This video was supposed to get posted Monday, but I guess it's going to end up going up Tuesday instead. It just turned 12 midnight not long ago. But anyways, I managed to get some more chapters summarized. I left off on chapter 25 as far as the written summaries from my 2nd book of my highly appraised trilogy series. I'm almost done with all of them. I have about 8 chapters left, I think, and then I'll have all of the chapters summarized. But this pretty much ends this 3rd episode of my highly appraised playlist. I think I'm going to just do a 3rd part for prepping for book 3, but that's pretty much the end of this episode.